What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We are here to do MLB tier list rankings. How much I like them. The past couple days, I've done NFL and NBA. So today, we're here to do MLB. The season starts on Thursday. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Baseball's back, even though my Cardinals, I'm not really having much expectations for this year, but I'm still gonna watch the games. I'm still excited that baseball's back. But yeah, we're here to go through it, man. So the three are not the five categories is love, like, don't mind, and annoying and hate. So the teams will go in the category based off my opinion. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts, as always. But let's get in with this video. So there's so many ads on here. I apologize if you guys can't see every fucking team, but yeah, there's so many ads. But the Twins is going in. Don't mind. I don't mind Minnesota. We play them opening day. It should be a fun series. I think the Cardinals will win that series. But yeah, I don't mind Minnesota. I really have nothing against them. Like, they're just an AL team to me. Like, they're just they're a mid team. Like, I like Royce Lewis. He's a good player. I picked him up in fantasy, even though he's gonna miss some time. They have Correa. They have Buxton. Pablo Lopez is a good starter. Like, I really have nothing against the Twins here. So yeah, the Angels is going in. Don't mind. I don't mind the Angels. They're not a very good team. I do think they should free Mike Trout eventually. Mike Trout is just wasting his fucking career there, and the Angels, like, if the guy really wants to win a championship, he's not going to win it with the Angels. Like, yeah, I just feel sorry for Mike Trout currently because, like, the guy really has no help and he's stuck in a team. Well, I just feel bad for Mike Trout. He always gets hurt every year. But yeah, I really don't mind the Angels. I mean, when Albert Pujols went to the Angels, I was kind of pissed at the Angels, but that was a really long time ago. But yeah, I mean, Pujols was way better here in St. Louis than he was ever with the Angels. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I was pissed off that he went to the Angels back then, but I was really little. But yeah. Um, the Astros, I'll put the Astros in annoying just because of the whole cheating allegations. You know, other than that, I like their team, like, but I can't respect cheaters, and they got caught. Um, the 2017 one, but I mean they won a couple of years ago. But yeah, they had some good players I liked. I liked Altuve, I liked Springer back then. They just good drafts and developing. Like, I respect what they do, but I'm putting them in annoying, but just because of the whole cheating stuff. I'm not gonna put in hate, but I'll put them in annoying. All right, so the Athletics is gonna go in. Don't mind. I don't mind the Athletics. Um, I just have nothing against them. I feel sorry for the fans, if anything, because Oakland was robbed. They're going to be playing in Vegas for a couple of years, and then they're going to go to fucking. No, wait. They're going to be playing in. I can't remember. They're going to play in a AAA, I think. They're going to be playing in a fucking AAA. They're going to be playing at a AAA ballpark, I believe, and then they're going to go to Vegas. Yeah. I got it mixed up. My bad. But yeah, I just feel sorry for their fans. Like, the ownership's really bad. I will say they actually spent a little bit of money this offseason, but it's just not enough, man. But yeah, I don't. If anything, I feel sorry for Oakland Athletics, but yeah. The Blue Jays, I'll put in like just because of my good pal Vincenzo Bondi. But I talk a lot of ball with him. Jeffrey Gravel. A lot of good Blue Jay fans. I know I'm forgetting some, but those are the main two I really talk to that are Blue Jay fans. I'll just put in like just because of that reason. I troll them a lot and root against their teams, but in reality, I really have nothing. I like them, I guess. So I'll just by default, because one of my best friends on YouTube is a Jays fan, I'll put him into like. I really have no hatred towards him. Like, why would I hate the Blue Jays? Like, I'll just put him in like. I mean, they're an AL team. We're NL. Like we play three times or no 3 games, 2 or 3 game series a year. Like what's the hate, man? Well, what's the hate? And they got some good like Vladdy's a beast. Bo Bichette, he was good a couple of years ago. They got Santander, like he's a good player. Like, yeah, I really they got my boy Max Scherzer now. Like, we'll see if he has anything left in the tank there. They're just a likable team. Like I can't hate them. Yeah. So shout out to Vincenzo and Jeff. The Braves are putting an annoying, they kind of had a number lately. They're a tough opponent to go against. I will say we beat them in 2019, and we beat them. We scored like 10 or 11 runs in like the first couple innings. Like the first inning, I believe. Like it was crazy. But I think they always beat us like in the regular season. Like I hate losing to them. Like they got fucking that piece of shit Marcell Ozuna there. Like, they're not my worst hated team, but I definitely am not really the biggest fan of the Braves. Okay, Brewers are going in hate. Fuck the Brewers, man. They cheat. They didn't get investigated, man. Someone needs to start an investigation on the Milwaukee Brewers, man, because they fucking cheat. They fucking cheat because they lose players. They lose good players, and then somehow they're still kind of a competitive team. Like, what? And they make these, like, nobodies and the good talents. Like, just unbelievable. The Brewers and Rays do that shit. But I don't care about the Rays, really, because they're not my division. But fucking Brewers do it every year. And guess what they do? They win the NL Central, and then they go to the playoffs, and they lose in the wild card, like always. Like I just laugh. It's just funny to me. And Max Abate saying, "Oh, they went farther than the Cardinals." Well, I don't give a shit. I'd rather go on a deep playoff run than losing the wild card. Like, what's the point? I'm sorry. What's the point of making the playoffs if you're just gonna lose in the wild card run every fucking year, like round? Like, what's the point? You're gonna lose in the wild card round. What is the point of making the playoffs? Like, you're supposed to get all excited? Oh, we're going to playoffs, but then just to lose in the wild card every year? Like, what are you, the Cowboys? Like, what is this? Like, oh my god! But yeah, Brewers, I fucking hate them. They lost Adames, they lost Devin Williams, but still, they're gonna be good. They're gonna make Nestor Cortez and fucking what's his name, Jose Quintana into good pitchers probably. Like, just unbelievable. Their fucking rookies go off. Like it feels like oh, I hate that team, man. Fuck the Brewers. Cardinals, of course, I love my Cardinals, man. At times, they make me pissed off. I rant on them a lot over the past couple of years, but I love my Cardinals. I've been to a lot of games. I've been a Cardinals fan for a very long time. I'm in the area. I love what we had all over the years. Yachty, Wainwright, Pujols. David Freese, the 2011, almost the Super Bowl. What the hell am I saying? The World Series run in 2011 was great. Beltran, like we just had so many great memory, good players over the years. Prime Arenado, Prime Goldschmidt. We just over the years, man. It's been a pleasure to be a Cardinals fan. I really love the Cardinals a lot, and I met the sports critic Amir on YouTube. I was like just shocked that I actually found another Cardinals fan on YouTube because there was not a lot of St. Louis Cardinal fans on YouTube before I met Amir. Then I met Whisper Sports. Who else? I can't even fucking think. But Beardo, like there's some cool ones out there. Cards coverage, St. Louis Cardinals coverage. Nate, he's a cool guy. Shout out to him. Shout out to a couple of my subscribers are Cardinal fans, like Sarah Smole and other people subscribe to me. So yeah. Love the Cardinals. I'm glad John Mozeliak's going to be leaving after the season. Ollie Marmol should be gone after the year. I feel like let Chaim Bloom pick his own manager. It just makes too much sense to do that. But yeah, like I said, the expectations for me are low for the season. But I'm not going to stop rooting for this team. I hope they win. I don't want to be a loser. And I'm a Cardinals fan forever. That's all I got to say. Go Cardinals. Let's go. Chicago Cubs. What more can I say? Like, this is like the most shocking, right? Going in hatred. Yeah, fuck the Cubs. Fuck the Cubs. Hate this team, man. You know, they finally won a World Series after over 100 years. And then they got so cocky. And what have they done since? What have they done since winning that World Series against the Guardians back then? What have they done? What have they done? Bryant, Rizzo, Baez left their ass. They're gone. And they just got a mid-team. They got a mid-team. You know, they're going to get 1 year of Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker's going to be there 1 year, and he's going to fucking leave you guys. And I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. You guys are cheap. You know, they laugh at the Cardinals for being cheap when your fucking owner's cheap too. The Cubs are always on. The Cubs are always interested in all these big free agents, you know. And who do they land? They're like the Blue Jays. They don't land any big free agents hardly. They traded for Kyle Tucker, and he's going to be a free agent after the year. He's going to want more money. He's going to leave. You know, the Cubs are not going to be able to outbid other teams. I'm going to laugh. And thank you for Wilson Contreras, man. Wilson Contreras has been a beast ever since he came to Cardinals. I don't care. We won way more than you and you guys have ever seen. You guys won one World Series, that's it. A lot of you guys have seen nothing. Like, you got a lot of people waited fucking how many years just to get a World Series? 2016. That's it. 100 years. Like, what franchise waits 100 years to get a championship? That's just pathetic. Cubs are a poverty team. They're not that good. They're not that good. I'm sorry. And it was so good seeing them lose 2 games to the Dodgers in Tokyo. You guys are already 0-2. Love it. But yeah, fuck the Cubs. Shout out to Coleman Sports, though. Shout out to Midwest Sports. Shout out to all the Cubs fans that are watching me right now, if you guys are. I just hate your team. You know, it's always a fun rival. The Cubs and Cardinals is a great rivalry, man. It really is. It really is. One of the best rivalries in baseball. One of the best rivalries in sports, really, if you think about it. What a great historic battle between St. Louis and Chicago. Like, it's good. It's good when both our teams are good, you know, competitive, you know, not when one sucks or the other. You know, it's always good when both teams are good, and we always have a good competitive series throughout the season. Good rivalry going on there. Diamondbacks, I'm going to put in like. I like their team. I like what they built. I really think they could be a sneaky team coming up season. I like their team. I love – I think they could take the Dodgers down. I mean, the Dodgers, it's going to be tough taking down. But the Diamondbacks are a really good team. I like them. I have nothing against them. You know, we got Goldschmidt from them many years ago, I mean. But I like the Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondbacks team a lot. So shout out to them. Dodgers, I know a lot of you expect me to put in hate, but I'm just going to put them in annoying. Because, you know, at the end of the day, they're more annoying than I hate them. But trust me, I don't like the Dodgers. I don't like them. But I'll put them in annoying. Just because, excuse me, they spend all the money. You know, they get every big free agent. You know, their fucking payroll's not even, like, existing, I guess. Like, look at their team. It's like you go on MLB The Show and then you turn fucking everything off and you can sign anything. It's like you can turn off spending on MLB The Show. That's what the Dodgers do. The Dodgers, like, turn off their fucking luxury tax or whatever the fuck it's called, and they just sign every fucking buddy available. They just don't care. They just spend, and they defer all the money for years later. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. MLB needs a salary cap, man. It really does. Because, like, the Dodgers are in such a huge market. Like, they're always going to be in every free agent. Like, small market or medium market teams can't compete with the big markets like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, etc. It's just we can't compete with those teams. We just can't. Also, us small market or medium market teams just can't outbid those teams. We can't. I will say, trust me, I want to say this right now. I hate the Dodgers are able to sign almost every free agent. I hate the Dodgers spend all those billions and billions of dollars every offseason. But other owners could open their checkbook out. At least try. That's what I'm going to say. Other owners could. That's another thing. A lot of people say the Dodgers always spend all this money. I agree. But other owners could at least tempt and offer the money. You know, a lot of these teams are worth a lot of money. They could at least try to sign free agents. Like, a lot of these teams just don't even try. That's a problem. But like I said earlier, it's really hard to compete with the Dodgers. I see both scenarios here. I see where people say, "Oh my God, I'm sick of the Dodgers. They ruin baseball." I see that. I see it. But at the same time, I see where people say teams could offer the same amount of money, or teams could, at least try to be in the free agency market. But like, I see both sides of scenarios. I do. I lean more with the Dodgers ruin baseball because I truly believe they are. I more lean with the Dodgers ruining baseball, but I see what people are saying about where other teams could at least attempt to try to sign free agents and make their team better. A lot of teams just don't try. That's a problem. But at the same time, Dodgers are fucking rich and they got a big ass fucking payroll and they're in a big market. It's hard to outcompete them. It really is. So that's why I put them in annoying. Giants, I'll put them in. Don't mind. Really don't hate the Giants at all. Years ago they eliminated us a couple times in the playoffs. That was annoying. They used to the Giants kind of had our number there for a couple of years. I think in the playoffs, it was a long time ago. But yeah, but I don't mind the Giants. Like Buster Posey's, I liked him growing up. But yeah. Cleveland, I'll put in. Don't mind. I don't mind Cleveland. I like Jose Ramirez. They do a good job of drafting and developing. Obviously Lindor is there. I am pissed at them for losing to the fucking Cubs in the World Series. Other than that, I really don't have anything against Cleveland. But that really pissed me off back in 2016. Like I said, losing to the fucking Cubs in the World Series. Like, that's almost unacceptable, but yeah. Mariners, don't mind the Mariners, really. Julio Rodriguez is a good player. They really have good pitching. They have good pitching, but as I said in my predictions video with Bondi and Nate and Amir, they just don't. They don't try to improve their offense. It's weird, but yeah. But I don't hate the Mariners. I really don't. I really have nothing against them at all. Marlins, I don't mind the Marlins. I like Sandy. I like my boy Sandy there. They're a young team. There's not much to hate about them. Not much to talk about them, honestly. But yeah. The Mets, I would put and don't mind, but this is another team where they get annoying with the spending. Steve Cohen just writes his checkbook out and, fucking boom, 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 boom. We're going to sign this guy. We're going to sign this guy. It gets annoying. But I like the players. I like some of their players they have. I like, I like Juan Soto. I like Lindor. Pete Alonso. Sometimes I like him. Sometimes he can be a dickhead. But just the spending, man. Like, when your team can just spend all the money they want, for other teams, it gets really fucking annoying. It really does. But I know Jeremy Hansman. I don't hate. Look, I don't hate the Mets. I don't fucking hate them. I like the Mets more than the Dodgers. I like the Mets more than the Braves. I like the Mets more probably than the Astros. But it's just the fact. It's just the fact that they just spend recklessly almost every offseason, and it gets annoying. I get kind of jealous, but yeah, they're a bit annoying there. But I don't hate the Mets. Washington Nationals, I'll put in don't mind. I don't really mind them at all. I hate them back in 2019 when they just dominated us in the playoffs. But other than that, I really don't have anything against the Nationals other than they kicked our ass in 2018 in the playoffs. Like, that shit really pissed me off. It was bad. They shut us down with all that good pitching back then. Baltimore, I'll put in I like the Orioles. They have some good young talent there. They're a fun team to watch. Their pitching staff is fucking terrible this year. They let Burns go, and they really did nothing to replace him. But yeah, I don't mind Baltimore. I like Baltimore Orioles there. Padres. I don't really mind San Diego that much. they used to be kind of reckless too with their money. They used to spend blah, 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 they used to spend all the bad contracts. I mean, they still have bad contracts. They gave freaking Bogarts all that money. They got like Yu Darvish, old as hell. He's making a lot of money. Like Preller was a really bad GM. Like he gives up. He trades like the whole farm system for guys, and they traded for Soto, and he ended up getting traded to the Yankees. Like, then obviously went to the Mets, but yeah, it just the Padres do get annoying at times, but they don't really. This offseason, I don't think they really signed anybody. Like they didn't bring out the checkbook that much. I'm not mad at people for signing players. I'm not mad at teams for trying to win, but it does get at my fucking nerves that they just spend billions of dollars and other teams can't even do anything. That's just why. But the Padres really haven't done that. Like they used to be really bad with that. They used to just be annoying with they get every free agent, or that got annoying. But I don't mind the Padres really. I got Tatis in fantasy. I hope he does well. Phillies. I like the Phillies. I know we used to kind of have I think we played them in the playoffs many years ago, but I like their team. I like Bryce Harper. I like Trey Turner. I like Wheeler and Nola. They're a fun team to watch. I like the Phillies. I really do. They're a team I like. I was kind of rooting for them last playoffs, but they got eliminated. But yeah. Pirates. I'll put it annoying. I'll put the Pirates in annoying. Surprisingly, I don't hate the Pirates. I don't like. Out of everyone in the NL Central, the Pirates are my least hated. They are. Like, they've just been historically bad. I like Paul Skeens, whatever fucking name. Paul Skeens, he's a good player. I like him. He's lucky Danny Libby done, that's for sure. But, they have some young talent there. They're on a team that's kind of on the come up, but they just always are like a last place team. Like, I honestly kind of felt sorry for them because they just never can win anything. But I just don't hate the Pirates. I really don't hate them like that. I just put them in annoying. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's the farthest I'll put them. But I just don't hate them that much as the Milwaukee and Cubs. Rangers. I put in I like the Rangers. I like a lot of their players. Garcia. I like Corey Seager, DeGrom. I'm forgetting someone else. I can't remember, but Marcus Semien. Like, they have some likable guys. I like them. Yeah, they won the championship a couple of years ago. They're a fun team to watch. I like the Rangers. Oh, we beat them in the fucking World Series. Yeah, but yeah. I have nothing against them. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I like the Rangers. Obviously, a lot has changed since then. The Rays, I put in I like the Rays. I think they do a really good job at what they do with the drafting and developing. They're one of the best teams in the league at doing that, drafting and developing. I said earlier they didn't be investigated, but, I don't really care. Like, if they cheat, they don't cheat. They're just really good at what they do. But I put the Brewers there because obviously they're my fucking rival. I'm just joking about the cheating stuff. But, yeah, I like the Rays. They do it the right way. They draft and develop. I will say they're a little cheap. Like, my God, they barely – like, they always trade away their stars, like, when they're about due for a contract. Like, they're very cheap. And, like, their fucking stadium just got ruined by the hurricane. Like, I think they're playing in the Yankees AAA this year. Like, that's just horrific. But they used to have my boy Randy Rosarina. Obviously, he's not there anymore. They've had a lot of good talent. Shane McClanahan, he's good. McClanahan, whatever his name is. They're just a young team. I like the Rays, though. I like the Rays. I know Bondi's not gonna like that. He's not gonna be happy I put Baltimore in there earlier or early. Yeah, either. I mean, Red Sox. I put them annoying. They beat us a couple times in the World Series. I'm still salty about that. Not really the biggest fan of any Boston. I don't mind the Celtics really, but a lot of Boston teams I don't like. But yeah, I'm still salty about them beating us a couple times in the World Series. What was it, 2004 and 2013? Like, that shit really pissed me off. I didn't see the 2004 one because that's when I was born. But 2013, that shit was devastating losing to them in the World Series. But yeah, I'll put the Red Sox at annoying. I'll put the Reds in hate, even though they're not that good of a team. I hate the Reds. We've had a lot of brawls over the years. You know, Yadi Molina and Brandon Phillips got into it. Yeah, I just never liked the Reds. We hate each other. You know, Reds fans hate us. We hate them. Like, it's mutual, man. Fuck the Reds though. Fuck the Reds. They're irrelevant. Like, they're not going anywhere. Like, I don't know why the Red fans even get excited. Their team sucks. I mean, they suck. Them and the Pirates are always like last place. Like, you guys are always fighting for the basement, really. But yeah, I hate the Reds, so fuck the Reds. Shout out to Dashy. He's a cool one. Cool Reds fan, I mean. Rockies, I don't mind the Rockies. You know, thank you for giving us Nolan Arenado. We robbed you in that trade. Shout out to Packing Oranges. I feel bad for Rocky fans, though, because, like, you know, all you guys know, I'm a Broncos fan. I'm a Nuggets fan. But, like, just imagine if I was a Rockies fan. Like, I'd be so fucking depressed watching that team. Like, they have terrible ownership. They used to have a really bad GM until he got fired. But that team is just so incompetent, man, at all. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't even try. Like, God, they don't even want to rebuild. Like, they don't even do anything at the trade deadline. Like, that team's a mess. It really is. Really, they just traded Nolan Jones, too, like, to the Guardians. Like, they were dumb for that, too. Like, they have no direction, like, at all. And I feel bad for the Rocky fans. I know Packing Oranges. Shout out to Packing Oranges. You know, he did a really good Nolan Arenado trade video like freaking 4 years ago. That was really funny. But yeah, I honestly feel bad for him and a lot of Rocky fans, man. Packing Oranges, a lot of other Rocky fans. I feel sorry for you. Yeah, that team's a mess. But I don't mind the Rockies at all. I really have nothing against them at all, really. Never hated them. I'll put the Royals in annoying just because, you know, it's the Battle of Missouri, you know. You know, a lot of Royal fans run their mouth about the Cardinals, about the Battle of Missouri. You know, the Royals were trash for many years. You know, they won the World Series in 2015. They sucked for years, and they got good again, and Royal fans came out of the closet, you know, hyping up their team. A lot of Royal fans were complete silent for many years because they sucked for many years after they won the World Series. And a lot of their fans just came out of the woodworks and closets, and then they're alive again when they got good. A little suspect there. And I just don't like Kansas City. I don't like the fucking Chiefs, obviously. Fuck the Royals. Fuck everything about Kansas City. So, yeah, they're annoying to me. And I want the Cardinals, obviously, to be the best team in Missouri, baseball-wise, you know. I'll put the Tigers and don't mind. I don't mind the Tigers. We played them like, what, the 2006 World Series, I believe. I was like 2 years old, so, yeah. I like Terrence Schoolball. He's a beast. Baez is washed, but, you know, they went on that run last year. They made the playoffs. That was, like, incredible watching that because not many people expected the Tigers to even be good, and they went on a run there and made the postseason. That was incredible. They got Jack Flaherty. You know, Jack Flaherty is a good pitcher. Obviously, I don't agree with his political takes, but this is not a political talk. You know, I like Flaherty as a baseball player, solid. Can be kind of inconsistent a little bit there. But Schoolball, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. But, you know, I got nothing against Detroit, so I'll put him in the don't mind. White Sox, I feel bad for them, honestly. I obviously I like them more than the Cubs. Better, yeah, to me, better Chicago team. Not literally, obviously not true, but I like them way more than the Cubs. I really don't have nothing against the White Sox. I know some Cardinal fans don't like them because it's Chicago, but they're much different than the Cubs. The White Sox, they used to be a couple of years ago. They were pretty good, and then they sold and they're rebuilding. They're terrible. I feel bad for their fan base. It's a train wreck there in the Chicago White Sox. Let's be real. A lot of Chicago teams suck. Like legit, Chicago sports pretty much suck. Blackhawks suck. White Sox suck. Cubs are Bulls are Bears can't get it right. Like Chicago sports suck. Like it's bad. Really is bad. But I don't hate the White Sox. Honestly, out of all Chicago teams, I like the Bulls and the White Sox the most. I like MJ, obviously, and I don't like the White Sox. Fuck the Cubs, fuck the Blackhawks. And I really don't have nothing against the Bears, so yeah. It's mainly just Cubs and Blackhawks that I hate Chicago. Oh, and the last one is the Yankees. They're going in annoying. Their fan base is very annoying. They hype up all the offseason. They hype their team up in the offseason, and they have not won a World Series since 2009. They were that close to win the World Series against the Dodgers, and their superstar Aaron Judge doesn't show up in the fucking World Series in the playoffs. That's another team that just they go after everybody. They're in on everybody. They're annoying. Their fan base is delusional. Their fan base runs their mouths. There's a couple good Yankee fans like Ash Rader. He's a cool one. Jared. Many others I can't think of right now at the time, but the Yankees to me are annoying. But I think the Cardinals have had their number here recently. It's kind of weird. I think they struggle against the NL Central. Jared told me, but yeah. But there it is, guys. There it is. There is my MLB tier list rankings for how I feel about them, how much I like them. So, yeah. Leave your thoughts down below. The fuck? I love Cardinals. I like Blue Jays. I like the Diamondbacks. I like the Orioles. I like the Phillies. I like the Rangers. I like the Rays. I don't mind the Twins. I don't mind the Angels. I don't mind the Athletics. I don't mind the Giants. I don't mind the Guardians. I don't mind the Mariners. I don't mind the Marlins. I don't mind the Nationals. I don't mind the Padres. I don't mind the Rockies. I don't mind the Tigers. I don't mind the White Sox. I think the Astros are annoying. I think the Braves are annoying. I think the Dodgers are annoying. I think the Mets are annoying. I think the Pirates are annoying. I think the Red Sox are annoying. I think the Royals are annoying. And I think the Yankees are annoying. Obviously, I hate the Brewers. I hate the Cubs. I hate the Reds. So, yeah. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about my list? Down below in the comments below. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until next time, guys, I'm out. And let's go Cardinals on opening day. I'm happy baseball's back. And let's go. Peace. Have a good one, y'all.